All right, guys. So this is case 3. This is the random team, case 3. Pretty excited about it. This is the kind of stuff I like. Okay, all right. What's up? Let me bring up the chat. That's what I meant to do, and there you guys are. Yeah, let's see my coffee. I need to be sponsored by Wawa. How's everybody doing? Pretty excited. I like this product. It's a fun product. I'll do at least 2 cases tonight. I might do Mosstown. Mosstown's got a personal case. So I might do that tonight as well. I had put up personal boxes and she bought all 12. So it turned out to be a personal case. J-May, what's going on? Ooh, that one's sharp. That must be a new knife. That's a sharp knife right there. Box cutter. Baseball's greatest moments. Man, we got everything shipped today. Oh, I take that back. There's a couple breaks that we didn't ship. We didn't ship those last divisionals I just did. And we didn't ship that 2015 break. But everything else shipped. So much stuff. Oh, man, you don't know how good it feels to get all that stuff out. Whole lot of not much. I did send that out. But no, not this one. I sent the knives to Phil already. So they're on the way to him. Yastrzemski. Buy what you like, what you can afford. Vladdy, short print, nice card. Bo Bichette, rookie. Josh Hader. Heritage I've got just 12 cases. That's all I have. So I won't be breaking more than that. I do have more Bowman draft. It just kind of depends on, where we're at as far as how close we are to Bowman and all that thing. eBay 1 of 1. That's cool. Then and now, Tim Anderson and Tony Oliva. Paxton short print. No, I didn't see what Nick Markakis said. What did Nick Markakis say? There you go, Mark. Yeah, everything yours, both of yours went in the same package. Willie Mays, but yep, it is in the mail. Not only did we print the label and everything, but it's actually Osuna short print. It's actually in the post office. Like, we got it in tonight. The Tampa post office inside the international airport. The servant beating. Yeah, well. the Tampa post office is open late, so we were able to get them in there before they closed. So, yeah, pretty happy about it. Then and now, Strasburg and Jenkins. It's just such a good feeling to get everything out. Ohtani, short print. That's a cool card. I like it. The 2015 breaks are both sorted. They're not packaged, but I mean that's the only step that's, you know. Elvis Andrews. So those are packaged and ready. The two draft, the two divisionals, those are ready to be sorted. Those are gonna be sorted tomorrow, and then those breaks can go Max Fried. So hopefully, I kind of expect those to go tomorrow. Those should be out tomorrow, no problem at all. Castillo short print. And then the only other thing I've got to ship is Heritage. So they'll be working on cases 1 and 2. Oh, if you got Heritage boxes, you know, like personal boxes of Heritage, those already shipped. We already got those out. So those went out today. So yeah, we got a lot done. I was really happy with it. Yeah, the draft divisional didn't ship, Tony, and the Star Wars cards didn't ship. The draft divisional probably goes tomorrow, and the Star Wars cards, I just wanted to get all the other stuff out of the way because I've got to do that myself. I can't have my staff do the Star Wars cards because they're not going to be able to find the payments and, you know, yada, yada, yada. So that's the only reason those didn't ship. They're packaged up. I've already got them packaged up and ready to go. So all I have to do for those is print the labels. That's a silver. Hell yeah, that's a fantastic silver. Look at that. It's a great card right there for the Mets. Congratulations, Mets. Nice hit. Nice. Very, very nice. Pretty happy about that card. Nice hit right there. Yeah, nope, I got you. Probably before I go home tonight, I'll probably print the labels for the Star Wars, and then so those will ship tomorrow. Bryce Harper, short print. That was a good box. The hit stunk, you know, the Elvis Andrews relic stunk, but that was a really nice Pete Alonso. And then also a Pete Alonso and a Vladdy short print, so that was pretty nice. I like it. No, but I expect them pretty soon because they were about a month behind the ones we just got. So, you know, I expect them pretty quick. Mike Trout. We just got these in, so within a couple weeks, I think. You know, I mean, it is PSA. You saw how long that first one took. But all the others have been pretty fast. It was only the June one. The June one took forever. July was like that. And then the August one was fast, you know. It's just that June one was, whew. That one was crazy. And hopefully we get the same grades as we got this last time. Bert Blyleven, you know. Andrew McCutchen, short print. Yeah, PSA's tough, but. Diamondbacks, Domingo Leyba. Remember, he was actually a pretty good prospect. There for a while. I don't know anything. He might still be, you know. Alvarez and Aquino. For retail, I think retail in this is probably pretty good. They got some purple refractors and what have you. But if you don't want this, I would wait for Bowman retail. You know, I think that's going to be the next big one. Speaking of baseball, Royals, how are you? Hey, I saw those trash can bobbleheads. Those are hysterical. Those are really cool. Then and Now, Verlander and Catfish Hunter. Robbie Ray, short print. Another Leba. Kyle Tucker. Clayton Kershaw. Willie Mays. Reese Hoskins, short print. Bo Bichette, rookie. Then and Now, Palmer and Justin Verlander. Walker Buehler, short print. Cool card. Bobby Bradley, rookie. Oh, yeah? That's cool. Wow, look at that. Who we got? Who is that? Joe Moeller. Joe Moeller, real one auto for the Dodgers. Nice auto. Nice. Suarez. Mike Trout. Short print. Cool card. Lewis Thorpe, he's trying to get followers on Twitter. Trying to get up to 5,000. I thought that was pretty cool. Brendan McKay, rookie. AJ Pollock, short print. Christian Yelich, action for the Brewers. That's a cool card. I like it. Willie Mays. Well, I have to wait for the checklist. That's the only thing I wait on. So the day the checklist comes out, that's the day I start them. Chris Sale in the Bush, short print. Because I can't do anything without it. But once I have the checklist, it's on. It is on and popping. There's going to be 2 10-case random or auctions going at the exact same time. So Javier Baez. So that's what we're going for. Devers in the bush. Brandon Workman in the bush. Carlton Fisk. Don't just stand there. Buster Posey. Christian Walker short print. Mine is the Rays. Will Smith, Rookie Cup. Matt Carpenter. Alvarez and Aquino. And anybody playing the Astros. Alvarez, rookie insert. Yeah, that's true. They won't. Matt Chapman. But I don't think they're gonna. I don't think that's going to be the one that wins, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be the way I've always done it. Because we've tried it both ways in the past. And the way I do it is the way that makes the most money. Not so bad. We got a Pete Alonso silver. And we've got one auto of a Dodger, Joe Moeller, real one auto. Yamamoto and Christian Yelich, Joe Torre. I thought they said that I can't think of his name. One of the guys that's not on the team anymore, but was on the team last year. I think he got plunked. And then, but I think that was it. I think they're still at 6. Willie Mays. I hit 3 or 4. That's what I've hit. 3 or 4. Beaver, short print. In years past, it's anywhere from 2 to 5. You know, depending on the case. But I've only opened, 3 cases. I had 3 autos in 1 case and 4 autos in 2 cases. Yeah, I would too, Royals. I would too. Gallegos. Bo Bichette. Ursula. Relic. Shane Bieber. Hunter Renfroe. None. I sold all 12. Chris Archer. What's up, John? The Doors. Senor. Brendan McKay. Juan Soto. Nice action card right there. Juan Soto action. Cool card. Andrew Cashner in the Red Sox bush. Willie Mays. Ouch. David Dahl short print. All right, 3 boxes down. Box 4. Jerry McNertney for the Cardinals. Jerry McNertney. Ryan Braun, he's a cheater. Joe Torre. Well, she won't be up that late. She's always asleep by midnight, but I might break it tonight. Justin Verlander. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about doing these 2 in Moss Towns and then calling it a night. This is, these are hard to catch, man. This is a reverse stock. Flip stock, that's what it's called. Flip stock, sorry. But you see, well, you can't really tell. The back has the shine, and then this is, anyway, it's a flip stock. 3 to 5. Luke Weaver. Oh, wow, I just wrote all over myself trying to get that in there. Brilliant. Okay, got it. Nice card. Really rare. It's only the second one of those I've pulled. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. I was going to do some for Big Fan 5, but he had a puppy emergency. So he wouldn't be able to be here tonight. Pete Alonso. Devers in the bush. Fernando Tatis. Short print. Nico Horner rookie. Brandon Workman in the Red Sox bush. Will Smith. Then and Now, Strasburg and Fergie Jenkins. Yeah, they're pretty rare. They're pretty rare. Remember, normally Osuna and Chapman. Chapman's a short print. Remember, normally I'm doing 20 to 40 cases of this. I'm only doing 12 this year. Just, I couldn't make any money on it. That's the only reason. But, just 12 this year. I've almost nothing. Actually, in order to save product for World War Phils, I'm probably not going to do too many more personals. Big Fan and Phil have kind of purchased up a little bit of stock to kind of hold off, you know, and break a little bit at a time. But other than those 2 guys, I'm probably not going to do any more personals unless I can get more from Blowout, which is possible. They said he said give him a call this weekend. So if he's got some more, I'll get some more. Then and Now, Garrett Cole, Burt Blyleven, Alvarez and Aquino. Sonny Gray, short print. this is the same thing. Albert Pujols, little wood relic there. Pujols. Short prints and high numbers, the same thing. Now they'll actually put out Heritage High Number, an actual set called Heritage High Number later on this year. But cards 401 to 500 are short prints in this. Cole Calhoun. Mookie Betts, short print. There's the Red Sox bush there hanging out. Aquino, that's going to be an action. Aquino. Nice card. Right, yeah. Heritage update. What's up, buddy? I just shipped you something today. Lindor, short print. Nice card. All right, next box. This is box 5. Oh, here's an actual star. Look at that. Gaylord Perry. Nice card for the Giants. Won 23, lost 13. Struck out 214. His ERA was 1.17. Gaylord Perry. Nice to actually hit, a name. A lot of people like Heritage High Number because the rookies have, their own cards versus being doubled up in this. Jackie Bradley. Tom Seaver, Ryu. Acuna, short print. Mike Minor to 50. Josh Bell. Yu Darvish, short print. Ryan Braun's a cheater. Ursula. Anthony Rizzo. David Price. Willy Wonka. Keston. No, we have not hit the hot box. We've got Matt Olson, short print. We've got one auto. It was a Dodgers real one auto of Joe Moeller. And we've got a Diamondbacks flip stock and a Pete Alonso silver. That's pretty much it so far. Bob Gibson. What's up, Billy? What's up, Billy Jack? Lorenzo Cain, short print. Mookie Betts, that's going to be an action right there. Mookie Betts action for the Red Sox. Nice card. Don't buy high tech to flip. But do buy high tech if you think the cards are cool, you want to build the set, you're looking for autos, a cheaper version of a lot of autos. You know what I mean? You're going to get a lot of autos in it, and there's going to be, you know, several good cards per case, probably a 1 of 1. But don't buy high tech to flip. It just... Aaron Hicks. You know, the autos aren't worth as much. It's only hot like the week it's out generally. The brand really needs some work, to be honest with you. But they do have some really cool cards. Especially, have you guys seen those the high-tech rookie reprints? Man, those cards are awesome. They're basically like the exact rookie card that you would imagine, but it's on the high-tech stock. Man, those are really, really cool cards. Dwight Smith Jr., short print. Yeah, you know, I mean, Ohtani, that's a nice card for the Angels. To 571, I think you pretty much summed it up. You know, they're plastic. Yeah, that's really the reason. You know, I mean, some people really like them. It's a good way to get, you know, your auto, the guy you want the auto of, on the cheap. Cheaper, anyway. Jesus Luzardo, rookie auto. That's a nice card. I like Jesus Luzardo. So there's our second auto, first rookie. It's a cool card. I like it. All right, guys, box 6. This, when we get done with it, will be the halfway point. Box 6. J-May, you got the son of a... You got the Angels? Damn neared myself on this chair over here. That's a nice card. Jorge Soler and Reggie Jackson. Well, you know me and the Angels. I generally hit them pretty strong. Alex Verdugo, short print. Soraka. There's some really rare versions that you know, some of the diehards really go after. Vogelbach short print, but you know, it's really hard to tell if you got a rare design unless you Danny Santana, unless you really know the set, you know. Intel. Hendricks short print. Willie Mays. Corey Seager short print. Fraser Ali. Next box is hot box. Bregman short print. Aaron Nola. Vladdy. Eloy Jimenez, short print. Rookie cup. Reggie Jackson. Blake Snell, short print. Javier Baez, action for the Cubs. Cool card. Willie Mays. Zach Britton, short print. All right, guys, that is halfway. What did it take us? 38 minutes, 39 minutes? That's not bad. All right, let's see if this is the hot box as predicted. Could be. Yep, nice catch. Bo Bichette. Bellinger, action. Cool card. Dodgers. Carlos Santana. Austin Meadows. Michael Brantley. Javier Baez. Christian Yelich. The Doors. Michael Conforto. Jeff McNeil. Then and Now. Torrey and Anthony Rendon. That's a nice one right there. Keston Hiura for the Brewers. It's a nice card. I like it. Charlie Blackmon short print. Suarez. Nolan Ryan. Walker Buehler. Alvarez. Christian Walker short print. Justin Verlander. Urshela. And look at that. Auto. For the Twins, Tom Tyszczynski. I would expect at least 4 autos because this is the hot box, you know. There should still be 3 autos out there. He's got a really cool auto. Tom Tyszczynski for the Twins. Kyle Tucker. Mike Trout. Chapman, short print. Contreras. They won't make an Intel chip chrome. Alvarez. Max Kepler. The best you can do for the Intel card is the paper base. There aren't any parallels or chrome. There's not any white border or anything like that. David Dahl, Kingery, Will Smith. The base cards have parallels, you know, like whites and stuff like that, but not the inserts. And then the chrome cards, there's only like about 100 of them, I think. That not every card has a chrome version. So Clevenger to $9.99 and Matt Chapman. So you won't find any kind of a parallel on that insert. So you know just get them the regular card. Eddie Rosario. Yep, no problem. Carlton Fisk. JT Realmuto. Kyle Hendricks, short print. Whit Merrifield. Zach Greinke. Jeff McNeil, short print. Josh Reddick. Ryan McMahon, limited to 50. A's rookies. Tim Anderson, Corey Seager. Carlos Martinez, short print. Yuli, sorry, wrong guy. It's his brother. Yuli Gurriel. All right, guys, box 8. Brendan McKay. Pete Alonso and Willie Stargell. Amir Garrett, short print. Jose Barrios. David Peralta, short print. Don't just stand there. Buster Posey. Whit Merrifield. D.B. Cooper. Sean Newcomb, short print. Willie Mays. Christian Vasquez, short print. Refractor of Clevenger, 571. NASDAQ. I want to get a red ink auto. Ryan O'Hearn, short print. Evan Longoria, another wood relic. Fernando Tatis, insert. David Fletcher. Bo Bichette. Hall of Famer Rod Carew. Starling Marte, short print. Ohtani. Ohtani Action. Cool card. For the Angels. Willie Mays. Marwin Gonzalez, short print. Jackie Hernandez for the Royals. Box 9. Michael Brantley to $9.99. Disney. Lux. Justice Sheffield short print. There you go. Damn nice card. Vladdy. That's going to sell for a couple dollars. It's funny, man. I hit the Blue Jays every single break. I've hit something for the Blue Jays. Bo Bichette. Segura, short print. Right? Specifically Guerrero. Although we did hit the Bo Bichette as well. Hank Aaron. JD Martinez short print. Bo Bichette rookie. Willie Mays. Brantley short print. Roberto Clemente. Schwarber short print. All right, give me a red ink auto. What do you say? Or a relic. Paul Goldschmidt. Ketel Marte. LeMahieu. Malek Smith and Lou Brock. Andrew short print. Ah, nice card. Alvarez. Alvarez action. Nice hit. Yeah. That's a nice hit right there. Good job, Astros. Won't hear me say that much this year. Willie Mays, there's the base. Hunter Dozier short print. And that's that. Box 10 coming up. Chico Salmon. Chico Salmon. Orioles. Yelich and Torrey. Escobar short print. I wouldn't be mad. Victor Caratini, nice card for the Cubs. French text. Cool hit. Giolito. Giolito. Short print. They're OPC, but Topps doesn't own the OPC license anymore. So that's why they don't call them OPC. They call them French text, but yes, all of the French text will have a very yellow background. You will not be able to miss them, even if you try. Of course, you got to look at the back, but yeah, they'll all have a yellow background. And inserts can, not inserts, Kyle Hendricks short print, like league leaders cards and stuff like that, they can all have them. So Masahiro. Alex Gordon, short print. Miguel Cabrera, refractor to 571. All right, Rob, that's twice. Let's cap it at twice, all right? Let's call that the max there. All right, let's see where the hit is. You ready? This is the hit pack. And it's a relic. Jose Ramirez for the Indians. Tim Anderson. Kikuchi short print. Bo Bichette. Carlton Fisk. Charlie Morton short print. Fernando Tatis. Action. Nice card, Padres. Nice card. What's a Fernando Tatis action selling for? Jonathan Villar. It's all right. I don't mind people, you know, throwing their auction out a little bit, especially if you contribute to the chat. No harm, no foul. Ron Klimkowski. A cool name there, Ron. Really? Damn. I was hoping it'd be more than that. Matt Chapman. Oh well. No, I haven't hit any oversized autos at all. At least not yet. But you do have 6 cards over there. I opened the 2 blue to check for autos, but I didn't open the 4 red ones, so. But they don't have autos, so I mean, nothing really I could find. Wellington Castillo. Wow, 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. That's fantastic. Castillo, I'll tell you what, if he's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs, you better believe his cards just went up across the board. Austin Riley, short print. Cool card. That's too funny. Nolan Ryan. Paul Goldschmidt, short print. Yeah, that's fantastic. Willie Mays. That's funny. Keston. Cool card, short print. John Lester, short print. All right, this is the hit right here. How do I know? I can feel it. Uh-oh. I don't see a relic. You guys know what that means, don't you? Seth Brown. Seth Brown rookie for the A's. So that's our 4th auto. It's possible we'll have another. That's the most I've had. I've only had 4, but we did hit an auto in the hot box, so it's possible to hit 5 because of that. Yeah, I know. I saw that. He's on the A's card. Seth Brown is. In between AJ Puck and Luzardo, actually. Max Fried, short print. That's true. DeGrom and Tom Seaver. Nick Senzel, short print, cool card. Devers, action, Red Sox. Willie Mays. Kepler short print. And 1 box to go, my friends. 1 box to go. Hopefully another auto. In 4 cases, I haven't hit a red ink auto yet. Well, that's good. So nothing big out of the box toppers. But you got 7, so I think that's slightly more than usual. Mosstown, what's happening? I'm thinking about opening your box. You going to be around? Your case, I mean. Ryan Presley. I think I'll do that tonight if that's cool. I know you. I'm surprised you're up. Yeah, no red auto. This is my 4th case. This is the last box of my 4th case. 3rd case for the team randoms. But my 4th case opening. Yastrzemski. And Mosstown, we sent you 3 large flat rate boxes. D. Gordon, short print. 3 of them, priority mail today. Just typing, I was tired. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I wasn't born in 71, so... If you were in college, then you are a little bit older than I am. Yep, sounds good. Maybe I can hit you my first red auto. Or maybe my first red auto's in this box. Be around right there, if it is. John Duplantier, short print. Hey, he's doing pretty good. Jason Hayward. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Lux. Bregman action. I like to see a different action on that Bregman card. But, alright, I don't think it's this pack. I think it's the next pack. I think. Yeah. So this is going to be the hit. I'm going to set it right there. Yeah, hold on. Wait. No, yeah, this one. It's this one. I was feeling a weird vibration, but that's the one. Rosario short print. It was giving me a weird vibration there for a second. I thought maybe I had the wrong pack, but I don't. That's the one. The Astros, huh? Well, at least you got a really nice Jordan Alvarez. I hit you a nice Jordan Alvarez card. His action card. So just him solo. It's pretty cool. Glaber short print. Yeah, that's nuts, right? Don Sutton. Josh Bell short print. Whoa, look at that. There's the hit. How'd it move on me? Well, almost saved it for the last Chris, I told you I felt a weird vibration. This is supposed to be the hit pack. And it's not. Syndergaard short print. Look at that. I lied to you guys. Bo Bichette. Not quite sure how that happened. All right, let's look at our Chrome. Ryan Presley. Matt Chapman. Cabrera. Brantley. Ohtani. That's a nice hit. Clevenger. Gurriel. Seager. There's the Seth Brown I was telling you about. Josh Reddick, Zach Greinke, a couple of Astros. Merrifield, Real Muto. Rosario Chapman, Clevenger. That's not the purple. Kingery, Kepler, Contreras, Mike Trout, Urshela, Justin Verlander, Walker Buehler, Suarez, Brewers, Keston. That's a nice one. Jeff McNeil, Conforto, Christian Yelich, Javier Baez, Brantley, and Carlos Santana. So those are pretty cool. I'm going to go with cool right there. All right, let's see what we got here. We've got Alex Bregman, don't like him. Devers action. Keston, that's just the short print. This Alvarez is the base card. Castillo to 50. Klimkowski. Tatis action. Chico Salmon. Alvarez, that's your short print right there. There's another one. Look at this one. Look at this Vladdy. Jeez, to 50. And I just threw it on the ground. Hernandez. Ohtani action. That's a nice card. McMahon. Alvarez. Cody Bellinger. Javier Baez. Eloy Jimenez. That's just the short print. Mookie Betts action. Jordan Alvarez. Mike Minor to 50. Gaylord Perry. That's a pretty cool card. Gaylord Perry. Aquino action. That's another nice card. Alvarez. Tatis, that's just the short print. McNertney. Juan Soto action. Yelich action. Alvarez and Alvarez. So it looks like we hit 7. Domingo Leyba. Pete Alonso, that's just, and the Vladdy. Those are just the short prints. That's all those are. I mean, not that that's bad, but that's what they are. All right, so let's look at our autos. There's 4 of them. a pretty good number of autos. So we've got Chris Paddock, Seth Brown, Jose Ramirez, Paul Goldschmidt, Evan Longoria, Tom Tyszczynski for the Twins. He's got a really cool auto, though. Aaron Nola, Luzardo. So 2 A's rookies autos right there. That's pretty cool. Albert Pujols, Ursula, and Joe Moeller. Elvis Andrews. And then the rarer hits, we've got a French text of Caratini, Luke Weaver flip stock, and Pete Alonso silver. Yes, I split up the Alvarez base. So what I'm going to do is, because there's a Jordan Alvarez action, I'm going to give 4 of the base to the Reds and 3 of the base to the Astros, because they also have the Jordan Alvarez, which isn't a card. And Aquino, well, you know what? Damn, Aquino has one too. Now that I think about it, Aquino also has one. So I guess what I'll do is, whichever pile is smallest, that's who will get it. So I completely forgot about that. So yeah, that's what I'll end up doing. But some really, really cool cards. All right, guys, let me save your video. Okay, let me get some photos and then put these away and grab the next case. So A's with 2 autos. Nice for them. Investigation Discovery? What the heck? Pretty good case for those guys right there. No, she only got the one. I'm doing at least one more Heritage here in just a second. No, normally there's 6, but if you remember, the hot box had one. All right, guys, you ready for the next case? I remember Fanatics, yeah. But they have retail. I don't think they have hobby. So you'd probably have to buy the retail box. $80 a box, 24 packs of retail. I mean, doesn't seem bad. Maybe a little expensive for retail, but maybe there's something exclusive, you know? Fanatics has had some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad time to get back in. Ah, you got the Blue Jay. Knock on wood. I would definitely buy cases from there if you know if they had something different. But I wouldn't buy hobby cases from there. Not me. But remember, I'm gonna open 12, so I'll probably have my full. I'll probably be heritaged out. Yeah, knock on wood for a Vladdy. All right, guys, here we go. You ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, case 4. Oh yeah, 2 cases of 2019. Man, $600. That's a really good price. They were like $1,200 on release. Yeah, I wish I had bought some of those. I did not. I really missed the ball on that because that had to be a pretty good deal. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's true. But this product is all about short prints. 2 Orioles and Jim Perry's got his face covered. Why you gotta do him like that, Tops? Yeah, that's crazy. So I actually have to random this card. All right. We'll random that after the case is done. Willie Mays. I've seen the rookie cards where they do that to the bottom. The guy on the bottom on the rookie cards gets that treatment every time. Yu Darvish short print. Jack Flaherty. Yeah, that's not bad. $11.60 is a pretty good price. Brooks Robinson. Eddie Rosario. Fernando Tatis. Action. Nice little hit right there. Bo Bichette. Gavin Lux. Glaber short print. Don Sutton. Piscotty short print. Jorge Soler. Royals. Matt Olson short print. All right, if this follows like the last case, this will be the hit. And if it is, it's an auto. And it's not. Killebrew and Abreu. Wow, look at that. White chrome 271. Those are pretty rare. That's my first one. These sell for stupid money, especially, of course, the big names. That's my first one in 5 cases. Well, there's one of every card, you know? Whereas the chrome, there's only 100 cards that have the chrome. Josh Bell. Plus, the whites are probably hobby only. Whereas a lot of the other stuff is in retail. Like the purples, for instance, are in retail. Miguel Cabrera. Willie Mays. $800? Wow. Duplantier. I hit the white Aquino Alvarez too in the first case. Actually, the first box I opened, I hit that. My first white was that card. So it's pretty cool. You gotta buy them all on eBay. Yeah, they've got to be white because the card itself is black, you know, so there's no reason to do a black parallel, right? Aaron Judge, that's why the paper cards are white too, because it was a black parallel that they normally do. Matt Carpenter. Otani, short print. You know what? We didn't get a hit that box. I'm gonna go back through the base just in case I missed an auto. You know? I mean, I shouldn't miss any autos, but of course it won't be in this base right here anyway. But I mean, I guess it's possible. But no relic, no auto. Let's see. It's easy to tell because it'll say certified auto at the bottom. I damn sure know I didn't miss a relic, but I guess it's possible to miss an auto since every card technically has an auto on it. No. Alright, well, I didn't think I missed one, but better safe than sorry. So no hit in that first box. Hope this isn't a hitless case. Willie Mays. Castillo, I didn't have a hit in that first box, which isn't a big deal because, you know, usually your hits are relics and usually they're not very good. But I hate missing them, you know? So. And hopefully this box isn't missing one. Because I know there are cases. Cases do exist without hits, and that would be terrible to have to go back to tops. Because I don't have any extra cases, so. Andrews, short print. Hunter Dozier, short print. All right, I think it would be like the, well, it's a different case, so it might not be in the same spot. But if this was the last case, that would have been the pack with it, I think. Justice Sheffield. Alright, well here's a hit, so at least it won't be a hitless case. Justin Verlander. Maybe we'll make up for that missing hit at some point. You know, have a box with 2 hits, I guess it's possible. Willie Mays. Segura short print. Then and Now, Tim Anderson, Tony Oliva. Nope, not yet. Paxton short print. Bryce Harper, action. Phillies. Nice card. George Springer. Osuna short print. But in about an hour, if Phil's still awake, we're gonna try again. Is that right, Phil? A little something coming up. Oh, that's a cool card right there. Hell yeah. I love that card. That's fantastic. That's even better than the Jim Perry. And the Jim Perry's hysterical. We also hit, who was the other guy we hit? Was it last night we hit a guy? It's funny seeing him for the Tigers. $300 a box. I love that card. That's so cool. Hell yeah. All right, box 3. Will Smith. Intel. Giancarlo Stanton. Looks evil in that picture. Trey Mancini, Orioles. Willie Mays. Yeah, right? It's true. Tim Anderson, short print. Roberto Clemente. DeGrom, short print for the Mets. If you send it back to them, they'll fix it for free. You just got to send them an email. Shane Bieber. Mike Yastrzemski, short print. Reggie Jackson. Juan Soto. Short print. Cool card. Jeff McNeil. So that was in the spot it was in last case. Not the same spot as the last box. Well, if you look up the card, that's the grade they're going to use. Ugh, that's terrible. J.D. Davis, a short print. Jorge Soler and Reggie Jackson. Leclerc. Alex Bregman, action. Hooah! Alvarez, insert rookie. Victor Robles, short print. Rookie cup. That's a cool card. Well, I would, but somebody got the Astros in the break. I don't think that'd be fair. Daredevil. Gallegos. Bo Bichette. Willie Mays. Hunter Renfroe, short print. Johnny Bench. Austin Riley, short print. Jock Peterson. Yelich and Torrey. Michael Chavis, short print. Red Sox Bush. Javier Baez, action. This one or the next one should be the hit. Next one. Pete Alonso. Insert. So this should be the hit. Shane Bieber. It is not the hit. But there was a hit in there, so it's not like it was missing. I just probably got the wrong pack. It's only been in that spot once so far this case, so we might have one of those moving around cases. Nick Senzel short print. Matt Chapman. All right, Tony, see you. Kepler short print. Carlton Fisk, Nico Horner rookie. This pack feels thick. And it's not. Austin Meadows short print. Alright, it's got to be in this last pack. And it is. Thank goodness. Mitch Haniger. I'll take anything as long as it's a hit. As long as it's a hit. It's been all over the place in this case, though. Alright, guys, next box. Phil, you there? You want to hear a funny story? Luis Alvarado for the White Sox. Bobby Bradley rookie. Tom Seaver. Ryan O'Hearn short print. Willie Mays. David Fletcher short print. I'll tell him when he gets back. Jacob deGrom, Tom Seaver, Bo Bichette rookie. Fernando Tatis, short print. D.B. Cooper. Sean Newcomb short print. Pete Alonso. Action. Nice card. Josh Bell. Christian Vasquez, short print. Mookie Betts, short print. Keston. Francisco Lindor, short print. Wow, nice card. That's a cool hit. No idea what it goes for, but I bet it sells for a pretty penny. I think the purple goes for like 30, right? So if the purple goes for 30, that's got to be what, 100? Something stupid like that. I'm going to have to random this one. That's right, we got another card to random anyway. Then and now, Pete Alonso, Willie Stargell. Justin Verlander, short print. And this should be our hit. Keston, cool card. Cool card. All right, guys, box 6 coming up. Lorenzo Cain, short print. Ryan Braun, he cheats. Ketel Marte, insert. German Marquez, short print. Satchmo. Acuna, short print. Wow. Another new spot. Joey Gallo, relic. Willie Mays, Bo Bichette rookie. Julio Urias, short print. Aaron Hicks, short print. Clayton Kershaw, action. Dodgers, nice card. Mike Soroka. Dwight Smith Jr., short print. Pete Alonso, short print. Cool card. Vladdy. I was like, what the hell? what the hell? Bryce Harper. I do like Ginter. Yeah. I don't know really if we needed Ginter Chrome. Benintendi, but you know, if it's an online only thing, it probably will be. It'll probably sell well, you know. Ryu and Tom Seaver. Vladdy, short print. All right, let's see if we can find that extra hit we're missing. Hey, we did. We found the extra hit. All right, we're up to even. We've only had relics, but we've got one box missing one and one box with an extra. I feel better about that now. Good job. So we found our relic. That's all we've got, but at least we have enough. All right, so there should be, you know, 3 autos, at least 3 autos in these last 6 boxes. Yeah, bro, you had me. I was like, what in the... This might be... Clayton, this might be our hot box. The reason I say that is because we shouldn't have another Super Baseball. So we might have a hot box right here. If so, it's in the same spot as the last one. Let's see. Yep. Well, that's cool. Another Vladdy short print. Jorge Polanco. Look at that, a white. National League Championship Series. Strasburg overpowers the Cardinals. That's a cool card. You know, I'm sure the Nationals will love that one. Pilar. Matt Chapman. Eloy Jimenez. Cool card. I like it. Let me give us some more music here. Our music died. Urias, short print. Max Muncy. I'd like to get an auto in this box. If we can get an auto in this box, we might have 4 autos still. David Dahl. Elvis Andrews. Bob Gibson. Aaron Hicks, short print. Anthony Rizzo. Moustakas. $200. Jack Flaherty. Patrick Corbin. I have 200 cases coming in. Osuna short print, Brian Anderson. Or is it 150? Actually, I think it's 150. I think I've got 75 of each. But I'll probably end up with 200. I usually buy another 50. Carlos Correa, Astros, DJ LeMahieu. Yastrzemski, Lindor. Yeah, it is 150. Ohtani, short print, Bryce Harper. Aaron Nola, so not an auto. Phil, I got a funny story. You want to hear it? Danny Santana. Craig Kimbrell. Castillo, short print. Jacob deGrom. Ozzy Albies. All right, so I've got this high school kid that works for me. He mostly does grunt work. Occasionally he sorts, but he's homeless, and he's trying to get a scholarship for track, right? So I pay him good, and he's got a place to stay now, and he's going to school every day, you know, trying to get this track scholarship. So anyway, that's just why he works for me. So tonight we're moving 5 wides. Oh, cool. Nico Horner. That's a cool card right there. That's awesome card. Nico Horner action. I really like that one. Miguel Cabrera. So we're moving 5 wides. I have 100 5 wides full of Bowman draft base. Probably 150 5 wides full of Bowman draft and Bowman base from 2010 to now, right? And the idea was, you know, it'll eventually be worth, you know, good money, and I should keep it and blah, blah, blah. Well, I never do anything with it, right? Bo Bichette, purple rookie. Never. So we're getting rid of it. We're selling it for $25 a 5 wide. Basically $5 1,000 cards. It's crazy. So he's going through them. I'm like, look, I don't want to know what's in there. Ohtani purple. I don't want to know what's in the 5 wides. All right. I don't want to know, because if I know, then I'm going to want to keep it. So look, just unload it. Just pack it up in the car and we'll sell it tomorrow. We've got a guy coming to pick it up, right? Austin Meadows. So every couple of minutes he comes to me with like this other card, and he's like, look what was in there. Are you sure you want to sell it? I'm like, yes, I want to sell it. Bro, this dude, remember, trying to get a scholarship for track, runs from the back room at full sprint. You're not gonna believe what I found. You're not gonna believe. He's so excited. He's panting. He's out of breath, right? In there, we found transcendent autos, all kinds of stuff from years ago that I just didn't know I had. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show you what he found. At a full mad sprint, he runs to me and shows me this. It's the first and only card in his personal collection because I told him he could have it. He was so excited. He's like, "Isn't that your friend? Isn't that the guy that we just shipped all those things to?" I said, "Yeah, that's him. That's exactly him. That's right." Bro, you should have seen it. It was like he hit a superfractor in his own box, right? He's jumping up and down. So happy. Jim Hannon. He found that card. He found a Kobe Bryant card. And he found a Patriots quarterback, well, a Tom Blondie card. But the only one he wanted was the Phil Hughes. I thought he found money or something. I mean, the dude was going crazy. So that's the first card in his brand new baseball card collection. Trevor Bauer Power. It's 15 Bowman. Willie Stargell. And one of the boxes we were selling, that we're getting rid of, well, there's probably like a dozen of them, but it's 15 Bowman paper. And he wants to go through it before we sell it. Right? And there's a lot of guys in 15 Bowman that are worth, a considerable amount of money that he doesn't want. He just wants to go through and pull out all of your cards. He did. He did. Yeah, he did. Oh, that's a good one. Team Yelich right there. Nice card for the Brewers. He's pumped, man. Carlos Martinez. Masahiro Tanaka. I told him, just don't look at him, just don't even look at him, just package them up. But I need him to open the 5 wides and make sure they're full, you know what I mean? So yeah. Jim Palmer, Justin Verlander. Yeah, I told Phil that story. I did. I sent him a message. I don't know if he'll reply because, he doesn't just, talk to anybody, but. Matt Chapman, I'm just messing with you, buddy. I'm just messing with you. But yes, I did. I did tell him. Soraka. Charlie Blackmon short print. There's another one. That's nice. Alvarez Action. Cool card. I really like that card. Jose Barrios. Andrew Benintendi. So, Phil, I sent you 2 large flat rates, 1 medium flat rate, and I sent you a bubble mailer with a flat rate bubble mailer that's got Senyo, that's got those box cutters in it. And they're in craft bubble mailers with labels already attached. So all you got to do is just, pull the tab off the label, seal it up, and it's ready to go. Fernando Tatis, insert. And then your mystery box is going out tomorrow. David Dahl. Nick Senzel. That's a cool card. I like that card. Chrome. Have we gotten a hit out of this box yet? I want to say no. Garrett Cole, Jim Palmer. Christian Walker, short print. Yeah. Finally got an auto. Ooh. Nice hit right there. Holy smack. That's fantastic. Took us forever to get to an auto, but when we did, congratulations, Mets. It's a great hit right there. Nice card. Okay. Box 9. Really? I know a guy. NASDAQ. Sonny Gray, short print. JT Real Muto. Willie Mays. Cole Calhoun, short print. Eduardo Escobar for the D-backs to 100. Ooh, look at that. You know what that is. Say it with me. Say it with me. eBay 1 of 1. 100 of 100. Cool card. Hall of Famer Rod Carew. Willie Mays. D. Gordon, short print. Yep. At least. Strasburg, Fergie Jenkins. Aroldis Chapman, short print. Mike Trout. Oh, that's the first one I've hit. You guys see it? Nice. I wonder what that sells for. Nice hit. That's my first one in 5 cases. Missing signature. Josh Hader. Alfaro, short print. Jason Hayward, short print. Max Fried. Syndergaard, short print. Bo Bichette, rookie. Joe Torre. Laureano. Ty France is not the auto. It's this one. Justin Dunn for the Mariners. So back-to-back autos. I really thought this was the auto for a second. Nico Horner rookie, but it wasn't. All right, so that's 2 autos now. 3 boxes to go. There's at least 1 more auto in here. Maybe 2. But between the no signature Mike Trout and the Pete Alonso auto, it's been a fantastic case. Also, we hit the Jordan Alvarez to Dean Chance for the Mets. We hit the Jordan Alvarez to Chrome. We hit the Chrome. What I haven't hit in this one is the Blue Jays. I hit them in every case, but not this one. Not yet. Eddie Rosario, Chrome. Strasburg and Jenkins. Schwarber, short print. Bubba Starling. Josh Stallman. Alvarez and Aquino. Lux. Willie Mays. DJ LeMahieu, short print. Blake Snell, short print. Yeah, it's a good card. I figured it'd be up there. Jay the Bruce. People got to just figure out how rare it is first. Once they figure out how rare it is. Ursula. Zach Britton short print. Disney. Verdugo short print. Well, all those, all three of those guys on the on that A's rookie card have autos. We hit the first two in the last case, and then we just hit AJ Puck. Seth Brown, AJ Puck, and Laureano all have autos. So that's 3 autos in a row. Vogelbach, short print. Albert Pujols, Hank Aaron. JD Martinez. Lindor, action. Indians. Bo Bichette, rookie. Real Muto. Last pack, box 10. Michael Brantley, short print. All right, box 11 coming up. Josh Bell, chrome. Verlander and Catfish Hunter. Escobar, short print. Check out my cards. Sports Lots. The forum. Lucas Giolito. Fraser Ali. Hendricks, short print. Tyler Chatwood. Nico Horner, rookie. Jorge Soler. Alex Gordon, short print. Lux. Yasmani Grandal, short print. Kyle Schwarber. Yeah, you don't want to have to pay out the buck. That's the wrong orifice. Charlie Morton, short print. Mookie Betts, action. Nice card for the Red Sox. Castillo, Bo Bichette, rookie. Jonathan Villar, short print. Willie Mays. Kikuchi, short print. Last pack, box 11. Bert Blyleven. All right, guys, the last box is probably my best case. I don't know, that case I broke up for box breaks, that one was probably better. Now I think about it. Another one of these, that's 3. That's a lot. Some cases have 1, some cases have 2. And there's a Vladdy. That one has 3. Wow. Clint Frazier, French text. Nice hit for the Yankees. Willie Mays. Hoping for an auto in this last one. Max Fried, short print. That's not a bad price. The Doors. Nico Horner, refractor. Nice card. I like it. It's a nice hit. Torrey and Rendon. John Lester, short print. Willie Mays. David Peralta, short print. Gavin Lux. Tyler Anderson. Nolan Ryan. Paul Goldschmidt. Christian Yelich action for the Brewers. Mike Yastrzemski. Keston, short print. Nice card. All right, about 8 packs left. Still looking for that last hit, hoping for an auto. Starling Marte, short print. Jack Flaherty. Marwin Gonzalez, short print. Amir Garrett, short print. And I really hope the hit's in this pack. Don't be a relic. It is a relic. Don't just stand there. Buster Posey. All right, that's it, guys. Only 3 autos. So I've opened 5 cases, and I've got 3 autos, 4 autos, 4 autos, 3 autos. I don't know. Maybe... I don't know what the other one was. Because I broke that case up into boxes, so I'm not sure how many that one had. I think it was 3, though, but it might have been 4. So we've got a French text Clint Frazier. A no-sig Mike Trout, which is actually a pretty good card. These 2 I got a random. So hang out. We'll do that live right now. Let's see what we got here. Buster Posey, Schwarber, AJ Puck, Justin Dunn, autos. Nola, Hoskins, Gallo, Keston, Haniger, McNeil, and Justin Verlander. Chrome, we've got Nico Horner, Refractor, Josh Bell, Eddie Rosario, Nick Senzel, Meadows, Otani, Bo Bichette, Purple, Dakota Hudson, Cabrera, Glaber, Braun, Albies, DeGrom, Kimbrel, Santana, Bryce Harper, Lindor, LeMahieu, Carlos Correa, Brian Anderson, Corbin, Moustakas, Rizzo, Andrews, Dahl, Muncy, Eloy Jimenez, Pilar, Polanco, Benintendi, a white Matt Olson to 71. Those are crazy rare. And then we've got the Pete Alonso auto. Very nice card there. Alvarez, Keston, that's just a short print. Action Yelich, Action Betts, Action Lindor, Bubba Starling and Josh Stallman, Dean Chance, Escobar to 100, Real Muto, the Alvarez Action, Yelich to 50, Hannon, Nico Horner Action, Pete Alonso, that's just the short print. Vladdy and Vladdy, both short prints. Pete Alonso again. Another Alvarez. Clayton Kershaw action. Pete Alonso action. Tatis short print. Luis Alvarado. Javier Baez action. Alvarez. Bregman action. Trey Mancini. Billy Martin. I really like that card. Bryce Harper action. Jorge Soler. And Tatis action. So pretty cool cards, really. Let me do those a random, so don't go anywhere. But we ended up, I think, 6, right? 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So we'll go 3 and 3, and somebody's gonna get the chrome. And this card here, pitching leaders. So some cool hits. To be honest with you. All right, let me figure out who's gonna get it. All right, guys. So the first one is the Alvarez Aquino, $9.99, 3 times. All right, let's go ahead and random this 3 times. You ready? That's once, twice, and this is when it counts. Good luck. 3 times. So it goes to Aquino. Let me put that in the thread. All right, so the next one is pitching leaders. All right. This one's a buyback. And we've got Orioles, and Twins. All right, you ready? That's once, twice, and this is when it counts. Orioles.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It does that automatically. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Let me go ahead and save your video. All right, let's see about what are we gonna use here. So we've already done the Pete Alonso. Let's put the 2 other autos with it, and then we can put those away. Fantastic hit with that Pete Alonso. It's a cool card. All right, so the no sig Mike Trout is actually a pretty big hit. He wants me to scan. That's hysterical. So this card right here goes to the Orioles. And this one goes to the Reds. All right. That is that for tonight, I think. There was a golden ticket in the RIP party. Jim Peekaboo Perry, that's funny. All right, Phil. Yeah, oh yeah. Hell yeah. We definitely doing Sapphire. That's the only reason I'm not doing Moss. I'm doing your Sapphire instead. Which is fine. She doesn't mind, I promise. She's perfectly content. An entire case of Heritage. I didn't want to break it. And she doesn't care. She told me anytime, in the next few days is just fine. So no worries. She's got an entire case. It's going to take me an hour and a half. So it's already 2 a.m. I'd much rather open 10 boxes of Sapphire. I promise you. All right, you ready? I pulled a golden ticket out of Bowman, 2012 Bowman, like a year and a half after they expired. Literally, hand to God. it was so bad. All right, you ready? All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to post a video. I promise.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, everybody. We've got Phil here. He's got 10 boxes of Sapphire. And this is one of them. No, they didn't do a thing. Not a thing. I was the first person to pull a golden ticket, though. I pulled it at midnight, like on the morning of the 3rd day of release. It was the second night, but by the time I pulled it, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. What's up, Fall Creek? Oh, that's upside down. That's all right. I still have it somewhere. Because it wasn't, wasn't worth anything at that point. I think I pulled 4 that year. I mean, literally. I think I pulled 4. And they only did 20. And I pulled 4 of them. That tells you how much of that product I opened. Compared to, everybody else. I hit 2 in time for the event. So maybe I only hit 3. Maybe I only hit 3 that year. Yeah. Thanks, Alfredo. Got a gold, orange, and green, Phil. All right, Skip. Hey, a lot of people want to be in the next World War Phil. World War Phil 2. I think this one's got a purple. Yeah, purple in this one. All right, here we go. Misner. Shea Langoliers. Brett Batty. Jared Kelenic. Cal Mitchell. Some nice names, but they're not first Bowmans. That wasn't a very good box overall, I don't think. You hit some nice cards, though. Seth Beer. Braden Shoemake. Wander Franco. CJ Abrams. Ooh, there's a nice one. Nick Lodolo. Oh, yeah, that made up for it. You hit 2 first rounders there. Sammy Siani, a 1 top 10. And then Sammy Siani, I'm not sure exactly where he was picked. Lodolo was 7, right? I think Sammy Siani was like 16. Somewhere around there. Well, you can see my light fixture. We were doing good all day, and then it's like, I shall not show you. I think I can see it. Looks like 37, so I wasn't even close. You know what? The hell with it. It's just, it is what it is. I think 37, though. Cavaco. Josh Jung. Ah, there you go. Adley. Nice card. Quinn Priester. Peyton Burdick is your purple. Peyton Burdick. And Ian Anderson. Ian Anderson was a high pick, like 3rd, I want to say. Yeah, 3rd, but it was a couple of years ago. It doesn't. Oh, there. As soon as I go to pull it away, it shows it to you. 1 of 10. eBay 1 of 1. There. How about this guy? Yeah, he's averaging a home run every hit. Averaging a home run a hit, Riley Green is. That's not bad, right? Shea Langoliers. Jake Mangum. Jared Triolo. Not terrible. They're not first rounders, but nice names. Nice names. Mangum. 4th round, and Triolo 2nd round. Yeah, that's... I bet. Yeah, Sapphire's almost gone, but he did tell me he did tell me to call him, and usually that means I'm gonna get it. But he didn't know how many, so that's why he wants me to call him this weekend. Braden Shoemake, Wander Franco, CJ Abrams. This was a good base pack. Matt Wallner, that's a nice card. First rounder. Matt Wallner. And big card, big card, big card. Kyle McCann. First Bowman. That's really all I can say about Kyle McCann. 12 of 25. It was focused and then stopped, so I'm not going to fight it. Matt Carpenter. 8 of 25. Laureano rookie. Juan Soto. Nice card. Rowdy Tellez. Bellinger. Kyle Tucker rookie. It's a personal break, but yeah. Yuli. You got a red Yuli. 5 of 5. eBay 1 of 1. I know you love your Astros. Especially the racist ones. Wilmer Defoe. It was in the first pack, though, so you might have another color coming. Wilmer Defoe. JD Martinez. Kevin Newman. Urena. Tortuga. Chris Bryant. Yeah, these are Phil's. Ryan Braun. I just shipped him like 2 weeks worth of cards. So now he's got to refill the coffer. Bonus. Duggar Purple. 6 of 10. All right. Next box. Chaz Rowe, Christian Yelich. Devers. Jamison Tyon. Ponce de Leon. Max Muncy. Max. 10 of 25. Yeah, it's my favorite. Colby Allard. This and Transcendent. Aaron Judge. Mazzara. DeJong. Jake Cave. Syndergaard. Bonus color. Kyle Freeland. 25 out of 25. eBay 1 of 1. All right, last box. Merrifield. Kyle Wright. Bellinger. So there's your auto. And here's your color. All right, the auto is Dakota Hudson. Got a Kikuchi. And the color is Byron Buxton. So, not too good, Phil. Not too good. Byron Buxton, Dakota Hudson, Kyle Freeland, Jake Cave, Max Muncy, Ponce de Leon, Steve Duggar, Tortuga, Wilmer Defoe, Yuli Gurriel, Kyle Tucker, Rowdy Tellez, Juan Soto, and Matt Carpenter. I didn't really like any of those, to be honest with you. I think your photo is going to come from draft. Did much better in draft. Kyle McCann, Matt Wallner, CJ Abrams, Andrew Vaughn, Triolo, Mangum, Riley Green, Peyton Burdick, Ian Anderson, Adley, Sammy Ciani, and Nick Lodolo. CJ Abrams, Cal Mitchell, and Jared Kelenic. Much better. No. Yeah. All right, guys. Let me save your video. Phil, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow opening up more Heritage. Opening up more Heritage. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like for me. All right. See you later. Thanks, guys.